Hey, what is up? What is up? This is Karl Schuckert, and you're on the Chatbots and Digital Marketing Podcast. It's been a while, and for good reason. A lot of stuff has happened since the last time I've been doing one of these, and decided to pop out a video for you. I'm testing out kind of a new software that links up to my Spotify account, which then syndicates all of my podcasts out to multiple platforms. So I don't know where you're watching me from, but what I can tell you is that you can find us on Spotify, you can find us on Apple and many others. But if you do join us on the Spotify account, you can actually comment in this video. And if I get a message, I will reply. Anyway, little backstory, it's been a while. And for good reason, like I said, had a big move. Now living here in Las Vegas, which is awesome. This is sort of my little cubby hole here in my house where I can host these events. And this is where I also do a lot of my work. So I just wanted to give you guys a little update, a couple of updates, what I've been doing, what I've been up to, what's going on with Segmate, and all of that stuff. So Segmate has been going through a sort of a rebuild at this point. Everything's changed. The dynamic has changed, businesses changes, and it's all because of AI. AI has completely revolutionized the way everybody does business, including myself. And because of that, it's kind of outdated, right? It's quickly outdated. Started this thing back in 2016 with my old business partner, Keith Gosnell. Ended up buying him out. He went on to work in a corporate business, still doing tech stuff, but I continued to build on Segmate. And there's a lot of features that we built that we didn't come out with, and at this point probably won't come out with. But I want you to let you know that you're still in good hands. There's been a whole backend update recently, a whole backend upgrade, and so it's still there. Works great for messenger marketing. And hopefully soon, Instagram. There's the whole end has been built up on the Instagram side, but just haven't had the chance to really get the API public keys. We've got beta keys, but public keys from Meta. Hopefully, we'll get those up and running here very soon. And then we'll start integrating AI into the platform itself, and we'll start sort of on a three phase. We're going to come up with a little co-pilot that'll help you update or create content within the chatbot bot maps feature. And then we'll get into in a position to where we'll come up with something where it just kind of builds it out for you. And then we'll make it super conversational where you just don't even have to do much. You just share pages that, educate our agent on your business, and you kind of say, these are the kind of that I want people to use. And then from all of our entry point, Facebook's gotten rid of a lot of these entry points, by the way. They're really trying to keep everybody in the platform, but the ones that they've allowed us to keep, we'll go ahead and continue to house those, and then we'll go from there. But there's a big opportunity here, especially with people who comment on posts that you put out there. And the big thing is just being consistent with posts that you would want to come up with. And so, that's where we'll be able to house a lot of your chatbots. Then also with ads, we'll be able to house all of your chatbots. And then also with some of the entries that come in, all the m.me links. I believe the check boxes, you don't quote me on this, but I believe the check boxes that you can place on buttons still work. But they did get rid of the buttons. They did get rid of the chat widget that would live on one of your websites. Unfortunately, they got rid of the chat widget. I really like that one a lot. But we'll still have that. We'll have m.me links. We'll have QR codes. You can put m.me links on any of your websites. And then yeah, they'll just come right into, those chats will come in, and you can still collect vital information, emails, phone numbers, pass them on to your third-party services that we're integrated with, including a webhook that you can use with Zapier or any of the other Zapier clones that are out there, including Integrately, which is one that I use a lot for my own business. Now that I kind of got that out of the way, I want to just give you guys an update on what's been going on with me. I've been working with an e-commerce aggregator quite a bit as the COO. And basically, we buy e-com businesses, scale them, and sell them in a big package. And so, been pretty busy with that. But I've also been playing around a lot with AI. And you guys know, if you've been following me for any time, I've talked a lot about AI. I always said it was never ready. It wasn't where it needed to be. And it's kind of kept me hesitant from doing anything for a long time, actually, this last couple of years. I've kind of stepped back. I was like, hey, I could jump on right now and start building tools. but I kind of had the forefront knowledge, or I kind of understood just by reverse engineering what was going on, that it was going to head into a different direction. And I'm seeing that direction now finally where I can start stepping in. And that's where, what are all the tools that they're going to build into it? It's going to just pretty much replace a lot of other tools. And they're already doing it right now. I mean, Chat GPT 4.0, and also there's Sonar. I forget what it's called. Sonar, something like that. Sura, something like that. They've basically come out with a way to create amazing images that you can just prompt. And in those images, the prompt kind of replaces your graphic designer. I still use graphic designers, but I see this in going into a place where it's literally going to replace the graphic designer, their position, because and pretty much you can just prompt it and then tell it like to edit it. It's got like an editing feature where you can say, I want it to be wider. I want it to be this dimension. I want you to move the text over to here. I want you to move this image over there. I want you to copy what this other graphic design looks like and recreate it, but with my image in it or whatnot. Like there's so many really amazing cases that you could use for it. And it's just collapsing time, the time that takes you to say, map out the idea of what it is that you want to build, and then sending it over to your graphic design artist, and then having them come back and then you critique them. I mean, that's very, very time consuming. Now, the operator or end user could actually just prompt it out and then it immediately create what you're looking for along with images and even video. I believe you can show video and say, this is what I want to do. Let's see this video right here. I want to do something just like this. And it'll literally just create a duplicate copy with with the changes that you want to make to it. So then it becomes your own image that you created, not someone else's. So that's just one example of the many tools and even positions that it's literally replacing. And so that's what's kind of held me back for quite a bit. But it's not anymore. Because of AI, I'm pivoting. I'm making a bunch of decisions and I'm pivoting. And so chatbots and marketing podcast doesn't just cover like what we do as Segmate. It's going to cover what's going on with the AI revolution that's happening right now. And we're at a position in life, and it's an amazing, exciting time to live to see all this stuff happen. But at the same time, it's kind of scary because, there's a lot of jobs that are technically going to be replaced, and I think they're like high paid jobs. I mean, we're talking about doctors, attorneys, full stack developers, graphic design artists. It's just a lot of positions that are going to be replaced, unfortunately, for people that are in those positions, unless they start using AI in their business. And so that's why I'm saying it's a pivotal time. If you can't beat them, join them. Bugs Bunny used to say that. What's up, Doc? If you can't beat them, join them. Well, that's where we're at right now. And I realize that. So I'm jumping in full feet forward. I think that this is now where AI is going to be, where everybody can use it. If you can have a conversation, you can use it. And talking to an AI agent, we call these agents. That's going to be a position that's highly paid going forward. Businesses that don't have time to learn all this stuff, they need help from people that know how to do all of this stuff. And so I'm going to be talking about tools and stuff like that behind the scenes. I've been developing an app. I will make another one of these podcasts to explain what that app is, but it is to do with prompt engineering. There are prompt engineers making like $300,000 a year working for large companies. There are companies that are looking for people who can integrate AI into their business. And so these are positions that you could easily come in as a consultant, or you could come in as a professional that works directly with the company if the pay is good enough, where you can implement it in pretty much every aspect of the business, saving them time, making them more money. And those are the two things that, I realized a long time ago and learned from someone else, I'm sure. But those are the things that I've been talking about quite a bit. If you followed me in the past, you know that I've talked about AI is going to be huge. It's going to revolutionize everything. It's going to change the fabric of the way we do business, the way we do commerce, the way that we live, the way that we even sleep, the way that we work out. I mean, every single aspect of our life can be optimized with the use of AI. And so we're finally here, folks. We're finally here. And I'm urging everybody who does listen to this that you do take the chance and the time to spend a couple hours a day and turn off the TV and start learning this stuff. Because if you don't learn it, you're going to be just dust in the wind, unfortunately. It's like people when the internet was huge in the late 90s, early 2000s, and there was a bubble at the time. People say that there's going to be a bubble with AI, but the bubble we're in the bubble, we're in the wave. And right now is the opportunity to continue to grow and expand with this thing while it does. And then eventually, yeah, it's just you're going to say, I want this. It's going to immediately create this thing for you. And you're not going to have to do anything about it. And there's going to have to be some kind of like universal basic income system that's going to support everything that we do. And so I'm not a huge follower of Steve Jobs or Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. I love Steve Jobs. As bad as and great as he was, he's actually was a pretty amazing person. Um, you know, Bill is someone that I really don't necessarily care for that much. But he's a smart guy. He did say something, and I have to give him respect for that. He did say something about taxing the robots that are going to operate our future. And so I think in the AI. And so I kind of agree with that. Like you should maybe tax it because it's going to literally take all the money. So there should be a way to tax it, pay for universal basic income. Again, this is a far-fetched, far idea, but in the near future, it's a problem that we're going to all face. So I'm looking at all those different solutions personally that I would back. And so I want to tell you guys that you should definitely back with your money in your wallet with some of these ideas and some of these things and what you believe in, and don't buy into the things that will eventually cost you in the future. And this is not to be political. This is just a fact. This is the direction we're going. And so I just want to, let you guys know, my thought on this. And you can, you can decide which direction you want to go. It's up to you. It's your own life. But I think we're in a situation now where you really need to jump in, full force and go for it. I'm just a pawn in the game at this point. I want to be I would love to be the king or the queen. I know that's not going to happen, but any of those back players on the chessboard have different skill sets, right? They can move in certain directions depending on, what's on the field. And so play chess. Don't play checkers, right? So you want to play chess here. You want to try to think about where are we going and which position can I get that's better than a pawn, right? Because the pawns kind of get killed off pretty quickly, but also they get killed off for strategy. And so if you can play in a way where you kind of see these things coming, you could actually benefit from it all very, very greatly. And so that's the direction I'm going. I I know that there's a small window right now where you guys can all profit from this, and that's probably going to last the next 2 to 3, maybe 5 years. By the end of this year, it's going to be pretty crazy. Next year, if you're not really mastered this thing, you're going to be dust in the wind. And so I'm just letting you guys know where I'm at, where things have been going for me in my life and my business. And so yeah, I'm building tools inside of the ecosphere of AI, and there are tools that are just going to help you be more organized, have access to things that not everyone does. We're a collective mind here, just like AI. AI is a collective mind. And sorry, my dog is bumping me, but we need to have that sort of that little bit of that hive mind kind of thing going. And then you got to figure out where you play in this. And so the prompting engineer tool that I'm building right now will help you organize some of these things. We'll be able to share things as a community inside of it. And so I think it's just a real exciting time now for tools like this. But this is one that's very community driven. It's going to be up to the community on the direction that it does go. It's going to be up to the community to participate. I built it in a way that gamifies you, and it helps you, just help everybody really just grow quickly within the system. I made it ultra easy to figure out. It's just a couple of clicks. You can grab a couple of prompts that were designed by really, really good prompt engineers. You'll be able to upvote the ones that you like the most. You'll be able to share socially on the ones you like the most. You'll be able to comment on prompts that you like and talk about why you like those. And then there's also like a badging system. It's gamified, like I was saying, is you'll be able to kind of grow with your knowledge and you'll get rewarded for that knowledge as well. And so, yeah, I'm super excited about this. I can't wait to bring it out to you guys. I'm probably about a week away from launching it at this point. When I do launch it, I'm going to do another podcast I did this one in video for the first time. Haven't done any of these in video. And so that's why I say if you go over to Spotify, you can actually watch the video if you want. But I'm going to do these in video. I'll probably, like I said, show you guys what it looks like, on the screen, so you can kind of see, give you a little demo on how it works, give you the links on setting up your own account, and then you guys can kind of do with it what you want. I think it's going to be fun. And like I said, with AI, it's amazing. I'll also start introducing tools that I use for building apps and applications and stuff like that. I want you guys, if you're listening to this, I want to know if that's something you'd be interested in. And we'll kind of go from there, guys. We'll go from there. Anyway, I just want to let you know I really respect and care for everybody that's had an opportunity to listen to this. And yeah, we'll just go from there. So again, Karl Schuckert here. Chatbots and digital marketing is going to get changed to chatbots and marketing. It is still digital though, right? All the marketing I pretty much do is digital. We do a lot of video and whatnot in some of our e-commerce companies, but it's all digital. All of our marketing nowadays is digital. And so yeah, that's about it. So I'm going to leave you on that thought. We'll see you on the next one.